Hey guys, it's Wendy here with Wendy's Plans, and today I thought I would bring you a look at my most used, probably my favorite fountain pens. And later I will, in this series, I am going to show you the actual inks that I really like. And actually, it's going to be the ones that I'm carrying with me. So we're going to just go ahead and get started in no particular order. I always on these are the two pen cases that I use all the time. This is the Superior Labor. This was gifted to me by a subscriber and I love it. Love it. This bag is from Rickshaw Bags. I will leave it above. I've bought this since I've been traveling and I absolutely love this one. So both of them for different reasons. I love them. The first thing I want to say is that in this front pocket is where I keep, this one needs more ink. Both of them need new inks. But these are where I keep my cheap pens that I can just reach in, pull out, use them. If I leave them, it's okay. If somebody wants to try them, I let them, use those. And then I also have, it's a dip pen. So I can try different inks. And it's a glass tip pen. And so when I'm trying different inks, I like to use this. On the front here is another Platinum Preppy. This is just a special edition that had the inlaid dragonflies. I don't know if you can see it on there, but they're gold and silver dragonflies. Okay, so I have that. I always keep a little eraser in both of these. One's in here, one's in this one. And then I have a pencil, and then I have the eraser here. Oh wait, I know that's overkill on the erasers, but I like to have one that's going to work. So we're going to start with this pen pouch. Let me put this one over the side. This came out of my Visconti pen, and I like it because I can lay the pen on and you can see it. So first, I think I'm going to show you the pens that I have bought since I have been traveling. I have done really good, guys. I've only bought 3. There have been more that I wanted to buy, but I did not. The first one that I bought was in Kansas City, and it was the Pro Gear by Sailor. And guys, I love this one. Let me bring you in just a little bit closer. There you go. So this is the one, you see me using this one a lot. And I'm going to be honest and say, I don't remember the name of this one. I have a function on my phone. Let me see if it works. Okay, this is the Sailor Pro Gear Slim Hoggy. Let me see. Hoggy, which means bush clover. So I was looking at this on, I don't think this is the slim though. I think this is just the regular Pro Gear. But this, I was looking at it in my Lens app on my phone. So I really love this one. And I bought this at the pen shop in Kansas City. It's at the Crown Center Mall. I love this pen. It is the, I think it's the medium fine, or it's either a fine. I have one pen that comes in a medium fine and one that comes in just fine. And I honestly don't know which one this is, to be truthful, but I like a fine pen, so it's probably a fine. And then it's got the green finial on the top. It's more of a seafoam in here, but I love this one. But this one was my first, and I was like, Wendy, you can't buy fountain pens everywhere you go. So I kind of was like, okay, I'm not going to do that. Then, so let me put this one to the side. So then I was in Mississippi and I went to the office products store. I don't remember the exact name. But I went to that store in Laurel, Mississippi, and I just asked just to see, and the girl said, "Yeah, I think we do have a couple." And they had this Parker, and I think they were all the Parker. I think they had 2 or 3 pens, but they were all this one. And guys, I really like this one. It is a fine, and it was very cheap. Well, in the scheme of a fountain pen, it was like $30-ish, and it writes really well. This is a fine point, and I usually just keep the black ink in here. It did come with the converter. This is a different converter. It slides up and down like instead of twisting it, you just slide it down and then pull it up. It's kind of weird, but anyway. But I do like this one. I usually keep black ink in here, so I always have a black ink fountain pen. I do like this one. I don't gravitate to it as much as I do my Sailor, or I'll show you some of the other pens that I really, really like to use. So we're going to put that one to the side. Then, guys, the last pen that I have bought this year, I've only bought 3, is my Visconti Rembrandt in Almond. Guys, I love this pen. This is one of my favorite pens ever. Right now, it is my favorite pen. I love the clip here. This is supposed to resemble the bridges in Venice that go over the canals, and they are shaped like this. It is just a pretty pen. There is a lot of brown undertones or gold undertones in it, striations, and I just absolutely love this pen. It is just so pretty. It does just, which kind of surprised me because most higher end pens will twist on, twist off. This one does not. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm going to see if you can. Here it goes. I had to get it close to the microphone. I'm not putting it on there. It's just, I'm going to hold this still. It magnetic and it clips, but it grabs it. I don't know if you can see, but I don't know if you can see it. But they did, while I was in Florence, put my initials. So there's a W and a C in here. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe if I kind of get it in the, I can't tell if you can see it or not. But I absolutely love this pen. This pen writes so smooth, and it is I think I got this in medium. Doesn't say on the nib. I'm pretty sure I got this in a medium because I don't really have a lot of medium nibs, and I thought that would be fun to have something a little bit bigger because I do enjoy journaling with a bigger pen. So this is my Visconti. Again, this is Rembrandt and Almond. So these are the 3 pens that I have bought. Been really good. I've only bought 3 since I've been traveling. This one I did buy while I was in Italy, and that's why it means the most to me. Just memory wise, it will always hold a special place in my mind because it's an Italian made pen and I bought it in Italy, in Florence. So these are the 3 pens that I have bought this year. Now, let's leave these all right here. My other favorite is the Sailor. I'm looking to see if maybe it is a slim. I don't think so. I don't think it's a slim. This is the Sailor. Maybe they both are. This is the Sailor Pro Gear Slim Festival Fountain Pen, seasonal pen. And I believe it is called Sasa. I think it means rain. It is the Sasa, but I think that means rainmaker or rain. Um, and I do like this one. That's a slim. This must be a slim too because they are the exact same size. Um, but it's a Pro Gear Slim, and for me, it fits my hand perfect. I really love this one. This is I think it's a fine. I can't see it if it does say it, but I tend to get pens in a fine or a medium fine. But I do really like these pens. As you can tell, I've got two sailors, and I love both of those. So we're going to move the pens out of the way as we talk about them. Then one of my other favorites is the Esterbrook Maui. Guys, I love the color in this, of the gradation in this pen. It's just beautiful, and it reminds me of the foliage of Hawaii, the volcanic lava, and then the water of Hawaii. And I'm assuming that's the reason it's named Maui. You know what? This one is the one that is a medium fine. It writes bigger than, yeah, this was, and I love that it's got the little X on the top. I don't know why I just like that. But I do like this pen, and I use it a lot. I usually keep either a red or a orange ink in here. I think I'm going to look for this color green because I love that. And I think that's going to be the next color of ink I find is going to be between an olive and evergreen or a regular green. But I really love this pen. I have been looking for another Esterbrook. I haven't seen one where I can just buy it, not in a store. So I'm thinking I am going to, when I'm in Arkansas, I want to stop by the Van Ness store, and if they have an Esterbrook SD that I like, I might have a new pen, guys. But I do like the Esterbrook. So far, you see a trend. I have the Visconti, and then I have the Sailor, then I only have one Esterbrook. Then I'm going to pull both of these out at one time so you can see the difference. I have the champagne color is called, is a Decimo. The blue is a Vanishing Point. They are both Vanishing Point pens, but if you look at them side by side, you can tell that the blue is a little bit bigger around. It's just everything about it is a little bit bigger. You can see the pin clip here, and it does a Decimo, and then this one does not. It's a bigger, chunkier clip. Everything on this one is just a little bit bigger. It's a little bit, to me, I don't want to say better made, but I love both of them. For me, they both write equally great. They are both a fine tip, and this is the reason I like it, is because you just click it and click it. I love that feature. And let me show you again. I was out of frame. So you just click. There you go. Both of these are the same way. It just makes the convenience a little bit better. And they write. Guys, I love Pilot pens. And you will see. I just absolutely love the way they write. And same with the Sailor. I believe Sailor is Japanese. But I love a good Japanese pen, just gonna say. Alrighty, so that's everything in my pen pouch here, and I'm going to open up as much as I can. So you have where your pens can go in there individually. Then you have a pocket here. I usually tuck 3 more pens in there. Probably not the best thing for my pens, but there you go. And I keep this to hold my pages open in a book. And then you've got 2 card slots here. Now, I'm going to load it up the way I normally do. So I usually put my vanishing point, my Visconti, and my Maui. And then I take my 2 Pro Gears go in here, and then my other Decimo goes there, and they tuck in and they go down far enough that they are well protected in that pocket. And that's a tight pouch, guys. It is tight. Now I'm going to tell you, I know it's out of frame because it's hard to see. I love this pouch. I have been on the lookout for one, and every time I see it, they sell out before I can even just click on the thing. So I don't know that I will ever get one of these unless I go to Japan, and my kids are going in February. So I might say, if you see this, get it, and I'll pay you. So I don't know if I'll ever get another one of these or not. However, we're going to my second pen pouch. This is the, let me zoom you out just a little. This is by Rickshaw Bags, and they are out of San Francisco. And guys, I'm going to tell you, I love this bag. This is why I love it. I'm gonna pull everything out. So I ordered a 2-pen pouch, and then on the inside you will see there are 3 slots and 3 slots. But what happens is, if you have those pens, this won't sit. Even if I hold this, this is not, they slide. But if you put a 2 pouch in like that, it puts a bumper in there, so it won't move back and forth. And that was what was recommended for this pouch. I don't remember the name of it. I will leave it on the screen. The name of this one. But you can get, there's a lot of different solid colors. You can get prints. You can, whatever you want. I got the octopus because I really thought it was cute with the fountain pen nose, but it also matches the blue on the inside. So that's the reason I got it. So let's get back to the pens. Let's see. I'm going to tell you my favorites first, and then I'll show you what else I have inked that's in here that I'm on the border of. I love the Twisbies. I don't know what it is about the Twisbies that I love. They write so well. They're so easy for me to clean. They are so easy to refill. I just absolutely love the Twisby. This one has a Sailor ink in it, which is a chicory, and it's in a burgundy. You can see it in the barrel, probably, the color of that ink. It's really pretty. This one is a Pilot Irashizuki, and it's a gray, and I don't know how to say the name, but it's Old Man Winter, I think, but it's a gray, and in this medium nib, this is a fine, but it writes like a medium. It puts a lot of ink down, so the ink is darker. If I put it in my fine point, it is a really light gray. So I really enjoy that color ink also. I don't know again why, other than the ease of cleaning, the smoothness of the writing, and the ease of filling it up, but I really do truly like the TWSBI. Now, I know there are other TWSBIs besides the Echo. I've not tried them. I know Van Ness has several TWSBIs, and I am going to check them out when I get there. They also has Visconti. I'm going to be in trouble when I get there. The other two pens that I use a lot, guys, these are the first two pens I ever used. I love these pens. These are the Metropolitan Pilot, and they are in a fine tip. These are my favorite pens. I love these pens. They write really well. They are $30 or less. I don't even think they're 30. They're around the $20-$25 mark, I think. I haven't bought one in a while. But I just think if you're starting out, start out with a TWSBI or Metropolitan, a Pilot Metropolitan. I would say Pilot and then try the TWSBI. Take a step up and go to the TWSBI. I just love them. And I have two Pilot Vanishing Points. I have two Metropolitans. I have another Pilot that I like. I forget it. Yes, the Kakuno. This has got green in it. It's not a lot left in it. But I knew I was going to use a lot of green for the holidays. I like this one. This one, to me, the Kakuno, is probably, other than their Pilot Varsity disposable pens, I think this probably is one of their cheapest pens. It writes a little scratchy to me, but I do like it. I do like it. I just don't gravitate to it as much. The other pens that I have in here, I think this might be a Pilot too. It is. I don't know the name of this one, but it is a plastic case, so it cuts down on the cost. But even this Pilot, it was a cheaper pen, writes really well. Guys, I like Pilot. I really, really do. What else do I have in here? The only other thing I have in here is the Kaweco. I don't know which one this is. I don't even think this one's inked. Did I ink this one? It's got green in it. I just used the cartridges in this one. I'm not a fan of Kaweco. I bought a lot, and to be honest, I may get rid of them. I have this one. I have the Brass Sport. I think I have a couple more. I'm not a fan of Kaweco. I think they write really scratchy. I don't find them comfortable to write with. And so I will probably end up getting rid of some of my Kaweco, because I think I've got a couple of those. So I will say I like this size better than the Little Sport. The Little Sport, even with the little hand, I don't like to write with it. But one day I'll show you every pen I have. But right now we're just going to show you the ones that I regularly ink, regularly clean, and keep in my pouch. So that's it. This is the Pilot Kakuno. So these I keep in here, and I'm going to load it up for you. I keep these on one side. My TWSBIs go in here, and then my Parker in the other. So if I pull this down, you can see how they are in there. But as you can see, they are bumping up against each other, so that gives them room to move like this. But when you put the 2-pin sleeve in there, it kind of puts a bumper. So there's a pin here and here, and there's a seam down the middle, and the seam is where my TWSBI and the Kaweco is. So it kind of keeps them locked in so they don't shift. And that's why I really like this case. Now, I am going to tell you, I think they now make this case where it opens, where you can open it out flat or pretty much flat. And I am really thinking that might be my next bag with them. Guys, I know that was a lot, but these are the pens that I use. These are the pens that I constantly clean. These are the pens that I enjoy writing with. There are a couple in there that are not my favorite pens, but sometimes I just want certain colors of the inks. Sometimes I need more than the 4 or 5 pens that I really like to use. So out of these, my favorite is right now, top of my list is my Visconti. And then my 2 Sailors. And then my 2 TWSBIs and my 2 Pilots Vanishing Points. They are my very favorite pens. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this little mini pen review. And if you did, leave me a pen of some kind down below. And guys, until next time, bye-bye.